In this video, we are going to derive velocity and acceleration of a piston in reciprocating engine. Dynamic analysis of slider crank mechanism. This is the derivation to find the velocity and acceleration of the pistons. First, we will see the diagrams. Okay. Now you draw a horizontal axis. So this is the horizontal axis. On the horizontal axis, take any arbitrary point. So this is point O is the arbitrary point. OA is the crank. This crank is rotating with respect to O in this circle. Okay, this is the rotation, path of the rotation of the crank. At point A, connecting rod, that is the L. Connecting rod L is connected at one end. Other end is connected with cylinder. Here, this is the P1. Okay. For the theta movement, piston is moving from B to B1 or B1 to B. Okay. B1 to B. The displacement is X. This is beta. So, beta is angle made by this connecting rod with the horizontal axis. That is the line of stroke of pistons. This is IDC. This point is IDC. IDC means inner dead centers. The ODC means outer dead centers. Okay. So this is A1, point A1. This is the dotted line is Y. By using the trigonometrical relations, we have drawn this vertical lines. This is Y. Okay. Now you consider what is X. So X is the displacement of piston from inner dead center. Displacement of piston from inner dead center. This is this point to this point. That is the X values displacement of piston. Then theta. Theta is angle made by the crank from inner dead center. Okay. Now use the relations for X. X is equal to B1B. This is B1B. B1B, that will be equal to, this B1B is equal to BO. BO minus B1O. Okay. So B1B equal to B1B. We need this distance, okay, by using the relations. So B1B is equal to BO minus B1, okay, B1O. So BO minus, what is B1O? So B1O is B1A1 plus A1O, okay, A1O, okay. Then BO is L plus R. This is BO, this is BO is L plus R. L means connecting rod length. Then R means crank length. So for BO is, that is the zero position of connecting rod and crank. So zero position means the length of the connecting rod plus length of the crank. That is BO. That is L plus R minus B1A1. B1A1. So B1A1. Now you take this triangle. So what is B1A1? B1A1 is L cos beta. That is L cos beta plus A1O. What is A1O? R cos theta. R cos theta is A1O. Using the trigonometrical relations, A1O is R cos theta. That is the adjacent side. Okay. R cos theta. Now L. So what is the L by R ratio? N is equal to L by R. N is equal to L by R. We have the ratio. N is equal to L by R. For L, I am putting N value. N plus R minus L is NR. Then cos beta plus R cos theta. Okay. Now you take R outside. So all the term having r here or here r. So you take r is outside. So r into n plus r minus n cos beta plus cos theta. Okay. Now where cos beta, where cos beta is equal to root of 1 minus sin squared b. From the general formula, we can get the sin squared b, 1 minus sin squared b beta for this cos beta value. So standard result is sin squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. So cos squared theta is equal to 1 minus sin squared theta. So cos theta is equal to root of 1 minus sin squared theta. So same way, so cos beta is equal to root of 1 minus sin squared beta. Sin squared beta. Here, for instead of theta, we are beta value are using. Okay. So cos beta is equal to root of 1 minus sin squared beta. Right. Okay. That is equal to root of 1 minus sin squared beta is equal to y squared divided by L squared. So sin squared from the diagram, sin beta is equal to y by L. Now you take sin beta is equal to opposite side, that is y divided by L, hypotenuse. So sin beta is equal to y by L. So that is equal to root of 1 minus sin squared. So y squared divided by L squared. So from the diagram, the sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So sin theta is equal to y by r. So this is sin theta is equal to y by r. So previous step is cos beta is equal to root of 1 minus y square divided by L square. Okay. Here y is equal to sin theta into r. So y square is equal to r sin theta whole square. Okay. That is 1 minus r sin theta whole square. So this r sin theta whole square is, we are putting instead of y. Okay, divided by L square. Okay. Cos beta is equal to root of 1 minus sin square theta divided by n square. Here r by L is equal to 1 by n. 1 by n. So here r divided by r square divided by L square. That, so we are 1 by n square. Okay, 1 minus r square divided by L square. We can put 1 by n square. So this is 1 minus this sin square theta divided by n square. So cos beta is equal to 1 by n. From this you can get this step, 1 by n root of n squared minus sin squared. So this is the result for cos beta. This result you apply in the equation 1. Our equation 1 is, what is our equation 1? That is x is equal to, that is displacement of the piston. That x is equal to r into n plus 1 minus n cos beta plus cos theta. So for cos beta result, we have to put this 1 by n root of n square minus sin square theta. Okay. So that x is equal to r into n plus 1 minus n into, so this value is cos beta value. We are putting this value instead of cos beta. That is the 1 by n root of n squared minus sin squared theta plus cos theta. Okay. So x is equal to r into n plus 1 minus, so n getting cancelled. So n squared minus sin squared theta plus cos theta. Okay. X is equal to, r is equal to 1, this minus into plus, that is minus cos theta. So 1 minus cos theta. Then plus n into, this n into, so minus into this term minus n square minus sin square theta. So x is equal to, the displacement of x is equal to r into this term. Okay. Now using this result, now we can derive the velocity of piston. So velocity of piston v is equal to dx divided by dt. That is the displacement with respect to time. So dx divided by dt into d theta by d theta. So dx d theta into d theta by dt. So d by d theta of this is the x term. Okay, r into 1 minus cos theta plus n minus, so root of n squared minus sin squared theta we can write like this, that is the n squared minus sin squared theta whole power of, so d theta by dt. So r, you differentiate this term, so r into 1 is the constant, so put 0 for minus cos theta, it will plus sin theta, it will be plus sin theta, when derivating minus cos theta it will plus sin theta. Okay, plus n 0 minus, this is the half into n squared minus sin squared theta whole power minus half, then you derive this thing, minus 2 sin theta cos theta, the d theta divided by dt will be omega. So v is equal to r into omega, that is r into omega, then sin theta plus this minus into minus will be plus. Okay, so 2 sin theta cos theta we can written as sin 2 theta. So this term is divided by, we can write this term as a divided by 2 root of n squared minus sin squared theta. That's all. This is the velocity of piston. Suppose velocity of piston, that is n squared value is large compared to sin squared theta, you just eliminate this theta value, sin squared theta value. So by the time our formula will be like this, v is equal to r omega sin theta plus sin 2 theta divided by 2n, if n is large comparatively this value. Okay, so this is the final result of velocity of piston. So acceleration of piston, that is acceleration of piston is dv by dt. So we can write the dv by dt as dv by dv d theta divided by d theta into dt. Okay, so d by d theta into velocity into d theta by dt is omega. Okay, r, so r omega, when differentiating this term, sin theta will come as a cos theta plus sin 2 theta 2 cos 2 theta divided by 2n, this omega will as a omega. Okay, then r into omega squared, omega into omega squared cos theta plus 2 getting cancelled, so cos 2 theta divided by n. So this is the acceleration of piston, derivation of acceleration of the piston. Next we will see the angular velocity and angular acceleration of connecting rod.